we just moved from a standard room at All Star Sports to the preferred. So we wanted to show you all the difference because we did talk about that in our last video and we've had quite a few questions. So the difference between standard and preferred mainly is where your room is located. You do a lot more walking when you're in a standard to the front, to the pool. So we wanted to show you right in front of us right now is the main pool as well as the main food court. It's all right here. And then the buses are just on the other side of the food court as well.
Yeah, so if you have the preferred room, you have a lot better location as far as getting to the main pool and then also getting to the front desk and the food court and the buses and all that stuff. So it's a little bit closer. We're very happy to be here and don't have as far to walk, so that's cool. We are in the Surf's Up, goofy surfing theme rooms over here. So we are going to be going and checking out the rooms. There is also a preferred building. The football rooms are also preferred here at All Star Sports, but those are not the ones we got put in, so that's kind of cool. We actually are a lot closer to the front this way. The football rooms are technically a little closer to the buses, depending on where you're at, just because you can walk around the outside of the building. This building's closer to like the food courts and stuff like that. It just kind of depends on which room you get.
Yes, so if you have kids with you, we do recommend the preferred more just because they generally want to go swimming, and anytime you need food or a snack, it's so much easier to get there. If it's just you, maybe a couple teenagers, or
if you don't mind walking a lot.
The standard is fine because you necessarily won't be going to all of that, but if you do have kids, we recommend just staying in the preferred because it's so much closer.
It's worth a little bit of extra money. There is a kids playground kind of hiding off in the trees there too, right next to this building. So you can't really see it very well, but it's there. It's actually a really big playground, kind of hiding in the shade there. And there's been like nobody over there at all. So if you do have kids, most of the resorts do have a playground like that. And this one in particular is just kind of hidden back in the trees. So we're gonna go ahead and take you guys through the room. Now, as we mentioned in our last video, this is a king bed here. And the only king beds here at All Star Sports are in the preferred rooms. The preferred rooms being the football building and the surf buildings. So the king bed is here in this room. They were actually able to get that for us, which is super nice because we only have 2 people. Of course, if you have more than 2 people, they typically won't put you in a room with a king bed. One thing to note about the king rooms here at All Star Sports, at least, is all of them are accessible rooms. As you can see, we have 2 peepholes in the door. No, that is not for small children to be able to see who comes up to the door. It is for those who have accessibility problems like wheelchairs and ECVs and things like that, to have the lower peephole they can look out of and see who's at the door. We have our typical all-star table with Mickey Mouse that I swear whenever they remodel these rooms, I'm totally getting one of those. You have a small TV and a mini fridge, of course, as many of the rooms do. One thing that's different here is you have your curtain that divides the bathroom area from the rest of the room. It is out a little bit further, so you have more room in the bathroom to get ready. And that, of course, is to accommodate for wheelchairs and things like that. This whole bathroom area is actually a little bit bigger. As you can see, there's a little more room in here for getting ready as far as the vanity and things. And of course, you know, the safe is at a lower level in the wall and there's a shelf a little bit lower down and things like that. But there's also a much larger bathroom area. So this bathroom is much, much larger than the one in the standard room that we had that was the 2 queen beds. Also, the tub has more of the railings and things to help with getting in and out of the tub. And the shower head is a detachable, movable shower head. So if you need to move that up and down and things like that, you can, which can also be helpful even with small children. So this room is laid out a little bit differently than most just because it is accessible. There are a fair number of those here at All Star. And of course, there is a door for adjoining rooms. If you needed to have a second adjoining room here, you could have that. So this is one of the few rooms we've stayed in so far that is accessible. It's pretty cool. We're actually really happy to have the king bed, and then the accessibility gives us a little extra bathroom space, which we're not complaining about at all. And of course, I'm very happy because there's a picture of Goofy on the wall, and Goofy's my favorite character. So that's pretty cool.
Yes,
anyway, so that is our room here at All Star Sports. Same theming as the other room, at least until they get the remodels done eventually.
Until next time,
We're
as
here with
always,
the ears.